Hey, yo, Vikings fans, stop the cap. We got to talk about it, man. I really wasn't going to make a video today. Got a lot of stuff going on. This is the year that I'm doing a lot of business things, behind the scenes things with Lions Syndicate and some family stuff I need to take care of. But we got to have a conversation, man. And that is, all of a sudden, Lions get a win on Sunday night, and you're hearing from Minnesota Vikings fans, super fans, and apparently players' wives and or girlfriends that they are getting assaulted, getting pushed down the stairs, getting bumped aggressively, getting just mistreated at Lions games, which I find really, really weird. Really, really weird, man. First of all, you ain't hearing no dude say nothing about this. That no dude fans are talking about that they themselves are being treated so poorly. All of this stuff involve women. Now, I'm not saying anything about the ladies. That's not what I'm talking about. I just think it's kind of ironic, man, when people lose, that we've had to go through this 2 times in a row now. Now, apparently, Andrew Van Ginkel, a guy that I was talking about during the offseason, about possibly being a Detroit Lion, his wife, who I watched them when Miami was on Hard Knocks, I watched that entire thing, and I was like, she seemed cool. Now, this is not an attack on anybody's wife or the ladies or Van Ginkel himself. I just think it's kind of funny how for the second year in a row, when it's a high-stakes game at Ford Field, then we hear from somebody's significant other that we treated them so poorly. Now, I myself was around Vikings fans. They didn't bother me one bit. The occasional thing, smack talk, all within right and reason. But I gotta bring this in. This is coming from Darren L's Twitter. I don't follow her, so her stuff is you have to follow and I guess be approved to. She has to allow you to follow her. So this is something I wouldn't have seen. But this is coming from her Twitter account. It says, craziest game I've ever experienced. I don't care what the scoreboard said, I will always be a proud Viking. Okay, well, last year, hold on. Hold on, because I didn't have it pulled up. All right, let's try that again. She said, this is coming from her Twitter. And shout out to Darren L. Says, I'll take things that never happened for 500 Alex. A Jeopardy reference. Says, craziest away game I've experienced ever. I don't care what the scoreboard said. I'll always be a proud Viking. Well, that's cool because last year you were Miami Dolphins. So, okay. Then the pictures of the ladies, blah, 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 yada, yada. This is the crew that came with on the private jet. Seems cool. Life of luxury. So the Vikologist says, I hope you ladies were treated respectfully. She says, I honestly never been treated so poorly by another team's fan base as I was on Sunday. The other 13 girls said the same thing, really. So all 13 of y'all, we just mistreated all 13 of y'all. We bumping people down the stairs. This is a subject that I was very, very, I had to consider whether or not I was going to talk about this. And I just, man, no. No, you've never been. So let me get this straight. You're Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are in the same division as the Buffalo Bills. And you've been to Buffalo. You ain't never been treated so poorly than you have at Ford Field? Come on, bro. I mean, okay. All right. So that, to me, I'm calling cap. Stop the cap. Then you're talking about ladies. We're pushing ladies down the stairs. And then it was some stuff. I mean, people just make stuff up. I saw another post that apparently there was a woman who was shamed and almost like physically. I don't know, man. I think that it's just kind of, we dealt with the same thing last year with Kelly Stafford. Kelly Stafford said we were booing the children. Then she retracted the statement and said we were booing her. We were booing her. Yeah, absolutely right. We were booing you. Now, some people like to be fun, and I'm not saying that fan bases can't get out of line. I mean, the short for the word fan is fanatic. That's what the word fan, and I'm not fanatical, but there are some people that are. So I'm not saying that this couldn't have happened, but I mean, all of a sudden, and we've had multiple teams, fan bases come to our stadium over the years, and the only 2 people that have ever publicly complained, ironically, coincidentally, was Matthew Stafford, his wives, and other ladies of of the Minnesota Vikings fan base. That's it. That's it. It's funny to me. It's almost like they can't take the L. They can. And I'm not saying again that there is not the ridiculous fan base, part of fan bases. I'm not going to say that. Obviously, it's true. But I got to call cap. You've never been treated so poorly than you have by our fan base. And your husband has been in the league for multiple years. And everywhere, and here's the thing, this is where I'm at. And this is not giving a pass to anybody that mistreats anybody. But if my lady and my pregnant lady is going to a stadium and she's of the opposite fan base, okay, so we're going to a home game and I play for the away team, you think that my girl gonna be with regular people? And even if they were in a suite, we've seen, you know what? You only hear one side of the story too. Don't forget Brittany Mahomes. We could talk about her. What we've seen video of her, of these things that she does to prompt certain reactions from certain fans. But she in the suite. You think Travis Mahomes? You think Travis gonna have Taylor Swift with regular people, with regular fans? No, bro. I'm not saying that. I don't know if they was in a private jet, so I'm assuming they in the suite. But did we bully our way into the suite? Did we turn? And Ford Field is a little different from other places. You can't really access the suites from where you are. Like you can look up and see them. They're kind of like the ones at Levi Stadium. In Levi Stadium, you can't even get to the suites without going through security. Like you got to go through a different level of security. And again, I'm not saying that that maybe it wasn't some overly aggressive fans, but all of a sudden, from Kelly Stafford and her bold-faced lie, all of a sudden, we have 16 regular season games. We just played the Buffalo Bills earlier in December. And until the Minnesota Vikings, this was the biggest game of the season. Or that was. And I was around a bunch of Buffalo. Now, a Buffalo fan threw a cup at me, but I'm the one? Okay. And this is what we're talking about. Nobody complained about how bad our fan base was. They got the win. So I find it very ironic that they lose and we're the worst fan base known to man. Anyway, like I said, bro, I had to make a video about this because I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap. We pushing people downstairs and they pregnant. Let me tell you something. I would have to say this. This is what I would believe. I would believe that if a Detroit Lions fan saw a person, a man at that, mishandle a pregnant woman of any fan base, it's going to be a problem. That's what I believe. And not a problem. And we going to take care of it. We going to keep that in house. We going to do some housekeeping, if you get my drift. So, I don't know if that's 100% true. I'm not saying that she's lying, but it's to me, it's weird. You don't hear anything about our fan base through 16 regular season games, but a playoff atmosphere game in both situations. Now we're just the worst, hostile, and then women at that. I don't even hear about a bunch of fights and stuff like that, people getting kicked out of Ford Field. Only thing I've heard lately was my man with LaFleur on the sideline. That's it. So I don't know, man. I got to call cap on this. All 13 ladies said the same thing. All of y'all? Oh, my God. How about you, Gina? How about you, Rhonda? How about you, Rebecca? Did we? Yeah. Come on, man. I'm calling cap on that. I'm calling cap. So stop the cap. Stop the cap. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Just come on, man. Come on, man. Anyway, this channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Try not to be a narcissist either. Some narcissistic people on YouTube thinking they always right. I'm calling cap on that too. And anyway, let me get up out of here before I get in trouble.